1887. In the small town of Argonia, Kansas, the mayoral election was underway. A group of men, opposed to women in politics, devised a strange plan. They decided to put a woman's name, Susanna Salter, on the mayoral ballot but not to support her. Their goal was to prove that women were unfit for politics and wouldn't receive any votes. Susanna's name was placed on the ballot without her knowledge. When Susanna found out about the prank, she was shocked at first, but then she decided to turn the game in her favor. She declared, "If I'm to be a candidate, I will accept only with full mayoral powers." Contrary to the men's expectations, many townspeople supported Susanna. A wave of support rose among women and men who were outraged by the mockery. The election began, and what was meant as a joke turned into a real competition. As the votes came in, it became clear that the people of Argonia were taking her seriously. The men who expected Susanna to fail were now worried about the outcome. By the end of the day, the results were announced, and the whole town was in shock. Susanna Salter won by a landslide, becoming the first female mayor in the United States. The men who aimed to humiliate her found themselves humiliated instead. Susanna accepted the results with a smile, but with determination in her eyes. Some believed she was just a symbolic mayor who wouldn't actually do anything, but she was determined to prove that a woman could be a real leader. The next day, she officially began her role, with many watching her every move. Now, this was a real challenge, and Susanna was ready to face it. On her first day in office, many local officials refused to meet with her, but she attended the city council meeting and showed everyone she was ready to lead. She began tackling the town's problems, from poor roads to economic issues. Her opponents slowly realized she wasn't just a name on paper. She made firm decisions and governed the town with seriousness. While the men expected her to give up quickly, she proved she was here to stay. She introduced better policies for the town, even impressing her critics. A year passed, and Susanna's performance exceeded all expectations. By the end of her term, no one considered her a joke anymore. She had proven that women could succeed in politics. After her mayoral term, she returned to her normal life, but her impact remained. Other women, inspired by her, entered politics and demanded equal rights. The media covered her story, spreading it across the country. Argonia, a small and obscure town, was now marked in American history. Decades later, when women finally gained the right to vote, she was still alive to witness it. She lived to be 101 years old and witnessed the progress of women in politics. Today, her home is a historic site, and her legacy remains in Kansas. Her story proved that even a joke can change the world. The men who meant to mock her unknowingly sparked one of the greatest advances in women's rights. Susanna Salter, a woman who became a history maker by chance, is now an immortal icon.